commentary number 370. Oh, we got the Spider-Man game. Very nice. You know, this is what I like to see. I like to see top-notch games that people have been able to play in this motherfucker. But anyway, Fifth commentary number 371. The guy with no gamer tag. Well, apparently he doesn't have a gamer tag if he's playing on fucking PlayStation. Can't have a gamer tag. We have PlayStation profiles and shit. It's playing the PlayStation 4 exclusive Spider-Man. I guess this helps that Sony has the rights to this motherfucker with Marvel. Now, I don't know if they have sole rights where they can't be transferred over to Xbox or something like that or something, because, you know, obviously Sony has the movie rights, so they're able to make the Spider-Man movies in conjunction with Marvel and Disney. They made that deal so that they can make those movies. They had, you know, the previous Spider-Man trilogy, then they had the shitty one. And I don't know if they have exclusive rights to make the video game in this motherfucker, but obviously this was one of the top-notch games of the year. It had won a number of awards, aside from God of War. Pretty much whatever God of War didn't win, Spider-Man won. That's how good of a game that this was for at least the PlayStation group. Obviously with Red Dead Redemption won their own version of awards this year, but what the fuck? So they have a whole slow motion and shit like that. I know that this game has a whole bunch of DLC where it has like all the different outfits and shit like that, where you can play with all of Spider-Man's unique looks over the years that he's had in the comics and shit like that. And I guess you got some. I like how the bad guys just stand and play. You notice that in almost all these fucking games, man, the bad guys just like, yep, I'm just gonna stand here and hope the fuck that this actually. Damn. He just teabagged him. What the fuck was that? He just spun around and fired off all his webs in this motherfucker? And everybody still got these goddamn masks. You know what these masks remind me of? If anyone has seen the recent, on Netflix, Punisher. If you guys saw the Punisher, there was, I'm not going to spoil it or anything like that, but basically there was a gang where they were wearing masks and shit, and these masks remind me of that gang that was in the Punisher, because it was almost like the same exact kind of shit, except in the Punisher they knew what the fuck they were doing. They got their ass kicked, similar to what we're seeing right now. But it's funny, man. It's like this game got all these rave reviews and shit like that. People were like, oh, this is gonna be like, you know, the new type of comic book hero game and shit like that. And meanwhile, here I'm just waiting for fucking Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Even though I know the fucking thing is a goddamn Nintendo Switch exclusive. I'll never be able to play that shit unless I buy a Nintendo Switch in this motherfucker. Hopefully they make future ones and they realize that this was a quality fucking game, man. But anyway, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is the last video that I have in my possession. I think people need to... You lost health? He lost health to that big ass motherfucker? How do you get... it's regenerative health, so it's not like you gotta go find health packs and shit like that? I guess that's what it is. No, but anyway, like I was saying, this is the last video that I have in my possession in order to do hipfire commentary. So for those who want to send in some shit, I know we got a whole bunch of new games that are going to be coming up in this motherfucker. We have Resident Evil 2, the remake just came out. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get that right away. And then I was like, you know what, I can wait to get that one. I played the original. I loved the original, but it's funny because I was watching some of the footage of the game. I was like, man, they still can't get the movement down in that fucking game. It's still kind of clunky, but in any event, we're also going to have Anthem's going to be coming up in February, so plenty of people can send in videos for Anthem down the road. We have The Division. Wasn't there another one in January? I could have sworn there was another big game in January, whatever the hell, but whatever. In any event, I need some videos. I need people to send some shit in. That way I can have some more hipfire commentary videos, because I don't have anything in the bank right now. This was like my last one. I think it was prior video. Some guy sent in a 10-minute video, well over 10 minutes. It was like 10 minutes and 20-something seconds. So if you're listening, you want to send in the video, you got to do that shit again. That way I could actually do the whole video in its entirety. I'm not doing 10 minutes and 26 seconds. Fuck that shit. Not fucking happening, man. I just noticed this whole sequence is him. Is that an elevator shaft? Where you just... Oh, okay. So you gotta, like, climb up the elevator shaft as the elevators are exploding or some shit like that. And I can't tell. Is he fast-forwarding? Looks like he's fast-forwarding, right? Yeah, I guess he had to fast-forward some of the boring parts in this motherfucker. It's funny, you watch, Spider-Man has all these fucking superpowers, he's got superhuman strength and shit like that, meanwhile, these fucking guys in masks and guns can't do shit against him. It's like every fucking comic book movie is like that. Every fucking one. It's like you have all these henchmen where I don't know where the fuck they're gonna get all their money. Oh, so now you have some stealth for this? Can you do some stealth? That guy didn't fucking notice? Really? Are you fucking kidding? What the fuck? I was like, that reminds me of like Metal Gear. Remember Metal Gear where you had to sneak around shit? You could throw like a fucking can down an alleyway and people were like, hey, what is that over there? And then they go walking over that shit and you just walk right by and yeah, I remember those shits from Metal Gear, man. Metal Gear was the shit back in the day. Back when it was on the original one. Not after they did all these weird fucking things. You know, I ain't gonna get into Metal Gear, man. Maybe one day I'll do another fucking Metal Gear video. But obviously Metal Gear seems like that series is never gonna come back. So Kojima's off to his next fucking thing. But anyway, get into this shit. So I see that they decided they were going to go the Batman Arkham route. Because if I'm not mistaken, Batman Arkham also has some stealth parts. Where you kind of had to move around or some shit like that. What the fuck did he just hit him with? A big ass brain. Look at these three clowns think that they're going to be able to compete with. It's like, oh yeah, there's Spider-Man. Guy with superhuman strength. Let's see if we can go fucking take him on and see how the fuck that works for us. Yeah, no, not going to work out too well for you. His focus bar is full. Is that the... Yeah, I was about to say, that's that stupid-ass super move where you just fire all kinds of webs out your ass and shit like that. Fucking idiots, don't you? Look at... He just beating his ass in the air. That shit should have killed him. Did you avoid that shot? I can't even tell. His focus bar is full again? So, how do you... Oh, this big motherfucker again. Didn't he get his ass kicked before in the basement? In the garage or some shit? How the fuck did he even get a shot? It's funny, man. They should be able to get multiple shots in when Spider-Man's not even looking. But, you know, spider senses and shit is able to avoid them. This fucking guy still thinks he's going to beat up Spider-Man. That is one persistently stupid motherfucker. Yeah, who is this, man? Is he got to, like, fight like Kingpin or some shit? That's like a dude that looks like Kingpin. Another character that was in the Netflix Marvel ones or whatever the hell it was. I know in the summer when Spider-Man movie comes out, obviously, it's sort of a spoiler by now that some of the characters are naturally going to come back to life at the end of Infinity War, whatever the fuck it is, because the next upcoming movie, they said, is going to take place after the events of Endgame, or whatever it is. So clearly, they're going to figure out a way to bring back all of the dead characters. Whoever died at the end of the Infinity War, they'll be back by the time Endgame pops up. So it's not going to be too much of a spoiler. Okay, here's this motherfucker. He busted in the door like he was some badass. Is this... I don't even know what the fuck this is. Is this a boss? Demon Swordsman. So, what... Is that a character in the comics? I don't think so. I mean, I haven't read comics in a long time. I don't know if he's fucking new or whatever the hell it is. I know all the classic ones. So, okay, so this dude's got some attack... Damn! Yeah, he's got some superpowers too. Yeah, I'll throw some shit at him also. Fuck that shit. Where's that super move? You gonna bust that shit out of your ass again? You need to bust out that web shooter motherfucker. Yeah. See, I told you. Told you pop that shit out. That shit's insane, man. He just jumps up and then all of a sudden all these webs pop out of his ass. So now he's gonna save the guy who's in the office, and what is he gonna do? He's gonna find out that, hey, I'm a hacker. I found out all this info, and they're after me for whatever the fuck. Oh, hey, there's a helicopter. Have you ever noticed, like, in any kind of movie, even the comic movies, you always get some motherfucker that flips in the middle of the air while someone is shooting at them, and somehow they avoid all the bullets simply because they're jumping and flipping. I'm like, if you're jumping and flipping, don't you give them another target? What the fuck is going on here? So, okay, this is quite interesting. He's falling down the shaft, and he's falling down. Yeah, what the fuck? Okay, he's trying to get that guy. So you're able to get past all the debris, catch his ass, fire your web slinger all the way back to the roof. And hey, yeah, we saved him! Hooray! That's a pretty cool sequence, because, you know, obviously in the comics and the movies, Spider-Man's always doing some shit like that. So that was actually a nice way to put that in the elevator scene. Oh, that was it? Oh, I thought I'd get more. I thought I'd get like a major boss fight, like a major Marvel character in this motherfucker. But anyway, that does it for this video. Like I said, guys, I need some more footage. So as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in the next video.